Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Charity First Handicapping Challenge. And we are in the semifinals. Only 4 contestants left. They're almost all yours, Chappie. You creamed me.
Well, it's not over yet, George. You've got one guy. I've got 3, but crazier things have happened. And I'm just glad to have my 2 guests. And I know that both of them have prepared quite diligently. They were both studying all night, so it should be quite a round here today.
It's great. We're down to the final 4, and these guys are the best. I mean, they've proven themselves over the course of this entire challenge, and they really have done some great work. Before we get into it, I do want to mention that it is Armed Services Day. The people who are actually in the armed services right now, today's their day, and my hat's off to them. Thanks to them, we live in the freedom that we do. So certainly, if you are a man or a woman in the armed services, thank you so much for your service. Chappie, also, I think there's a special on Express Bet for the golden hour. I think it's a free $10 bet.
Free $10 bet for the golden hour, so everybody get involved in that. And then good racing all weekend, of course. And also the Belmont sure seems to be shaping up as quite a race as some of the big boys are coming back from the Derby. So I'm looking forward to that. I know that's a couple weeks away, but something looking forward to in the next few weeks for the Triple Crown.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff coming up. In fact, we're going to have the Preakness winners, the trainer of the winner of the Preakness Rumbauer, on a special edition of the Charity First Handicapping Challenge on Sunday, and he will be able to tell us about Rumbauer, how he came out of the race, all the why they missed the Derby, and then pointed directly to the Preakness. Very unusual way of going about it, but it certainly worked for them. So can't wait to hear what Michael McCarthy has to say. And he'll be our guest on Sunday, along with your cohort in crime, Seminar Skip.
Yeah, Seminar Skip. We're promoting it quite a bit, and he got left off the marquee, but he's still a big name involved in it on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right, today we got 2 phenomenal guests. A young trainer, Andrew Lerner, who's just one of the finest trainers we have here, and he's representing Team Chappie. Also representing Team Chappie is the Uber capper who took out Steve Cawthon. He's like, Steve Cawthon, I got this.
I feel so bad. Why even the tears right now for beating Steve Cawthon?
Uber capper is Team Chappie, but I'm going to be handling his book just for today. I get 25%. All right. Chappie, let's get right into it. Pretty exciting day. What's going on?
Yeah, well, you just mentioned him, but my contestant today, or both, but on Team Chappie for today, Mr. Andrew Lerner. Andrew, how you doing this morning, buddy?
Doing good. Good to be here still and alive in this tournament.
And real quick to get off subject, but you always have that Brett Favre in the background. So what's the latest on your boy Aaron Rodgers? Is he going to be back?
I don't know.
Team, or is that Dunsville?
I hope so. I still have a bad feeling he's going to be gone and not come back, which I don't blame him. Like I've said before, I don't think they've treated him as the superstar that he is. He always goes about his business, so I think he's fed up with it. So I really hope we get him back, but I'm very nervous about it.
He's got a Jeopardy gig. He can always go back to doing Jeopardy.
I was going to say, what is a bad move for the Packers? But
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, good luck today, buddy. And you got anything running this weekend?
Nothing running this weekend. This is one of our only weekends we haven't had anything, so I'm going to take advantage of it and kind of just stay away from the track for a bit. And we have a lot of workers tomorrow, but we might claim a couple, but nothing in this weekend.
So I'm sure it's kind of nice with your schedule to be able to recharge the batteries every once in a while, because you guys certainly don't get much time off.
No, we don't. So it's nice when you do have the opportunity. It's kind of a double-edged sword. You want to run because you want to make money and you want to have your horses in. And we entered a couple, but the races just didn't go. When you don't have races, it's good to take advantage of that time because there's there's spells where you go and you're running every weekend, every day. So we'll take advantage of it.
Nice.
Andrew, a young trainer, has no horses in this weekend. Ellis, a professional handicapper. Are there no races for you to bet this weekend? Are you taking the weekend off as well?
Yeah, no, it's horrible. It's just there's nothing at all. There's actually some great card today at Santa Anita. Tomorrow, one of my blogs that people can follow me at Ubercapper. I took on the 2 races and the honeymoon tomorrow and the Seek Again at Belmont, the race for that. And there's a 1.5 mile, which I love, marathon at Churchill tomorrow night. They're running a Saturday night card. It's called the Curtana, if I remember, that really nice turf filly called Curtana, filly and mare. And that's tomorrow night. That's when I'm really looking. So I'll be up kind of late my time on Saturday for an old guy like me.
We got some big races tomorrow, and Rumbauer's trainer's got a comebacker that looked awfully good. Cece looked really good, but of course, there's nothing easy as Cece's going to be running into the Casablanca horse, and as time goes by. So pretty exciting tomorrow. I think Going Global runs tomorrow as well, and Madone. So a lot of exciting racing all weekend long. Right now, the public's excited to know who are handicappers who have made it this far, who obviously know their stuff, are going to be putting their money on today. Let's start with you, Ellis. 100 to win. Who you like?
Race 5, 100 to win, mile on the grass. I'm going with the rail Cover Vision. This is a really nice filly, mare, I should say now. She won for 6 this year, but after she broke her maiden after she won a claiming race, open claiming race, 32,000 at a mile back in February, she ran 4th, shortened up. Then she went into regular first level allowance, I think way over her head because she's really a claimer. And then last time out at this level, she got obliterated at the start. I love the jockey change to Juan Hernandez. I love the 47 flat work on May 9th, and I think Cover Vision gets the trip and repeats that February 21st race. That's my $100 win bet.
100 to win on Cover Vision. In that race, there is a scratch number 4, True Mischief, 10 to 1 shot, so at least 6 runners. But Cover Vision certainly looks good. New jock, Hernandez aboard. I thought this race was interesting, Ellis, because George Papadromo's got 2 entries in here. They both look like they need the lead to win. What's going to happen in that race? I keep thinking, they're certainly not going to go after each other, the 6 and the 7. And who's going to the lead in that race, Ellis?
I think So Much Happy is the faster of the 2, but you also have Sophie Antoinette with Victor Espinoza, who 2 back went for the lead and went 45 and 109 to 4 early. And you got Sherlinda outside, the other George, as you said. So I think no matter what, there's a hot pace. The scratch of True Mischief I was really hoping for a really hot pace, but that scratch hurt that a little bit. But I still think Cover Vision gets up. Of the 2, I think So Much Happy is probably the faster of the 2 early, and she sets the pace. But last time she went 46 and 109 on her own, which was too fast, and she's going to go too fast again, in my opinion.
I think that You Pick Cover Story scared the crap out of Andrew Lerner. He's like, I can't win now. He left. He
just ran it. Yeah.
Like, what? Go with Cover Story? I'm out of here.
Walkover.
Ellis made it nervous earlier with the walkover comment, and I think he just bailed. That was it. So
we got his picks though, so he's official.
Well, you know what, George? What I'll do is I'm going to go over his win bet. How's that? While we try to get Andrew back. So
let me go over the scratches real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
We have a lot of scratches today, so you guys watching, and some are some key scratches. In race number 1, scratch the 2 Union Bliss, who I thought had a chance, and your favorite, Silver Moon Road, who certainly would have been by far the favorite in the race. Both scratched, so it leads a field of 5. Now it's a very, now the longest night, I guess, is going to take a lot of action. But the 2 and the 4 are scratched in the first. In race 3, scratch the 5 and the 6. So you got 2 runners scratched there as well, where Akai certainly looks like is going to be the favorite. Move over to race number 5. True Mischief, as I mentioned, is scratched. In race number 6, you got the program scratch of the 2 Severin. Also, Floyd Moneymaker is not going to be throwing any punches. Scratched. And also Lovesick Blues, who I thought would take a lot of action, is scratched. And then the last race, Scratch Nobu, who was my best bet of the day. Nobu's out, and Perfectly Julie. So those are the scratches. Lerner got scratched, but somehow they let him back in. And he's back in the race. Incredible. There's Andrew Lerner right there.
I'm back. I don't know what's going on. I didn't know it was my internet, but I guess it's my internet. I don't know.
So we thought you
I'm
just
back.
bailed. We thought you were so
No, I
scared
didn't
of his.
fail. I got scared. I knew Ellis seems very confident today. I got a little nervous.
All right, who's your $100 win bet and why, Andrew?
My win bet is on Brian Coroner's horse. I think it's in the 7th race if I can pull my form back up because it went off my computer. It is
Let's Get Lucky, the 7.
Let's Get Lucky. I think it's just a nice horse. It ran 2 nice races. Last race was in the Echo Eddie. The Chosen Brawn came back, who's a really nice horse, and ran well and won that stake the other day. Good with People came out of that race. So it's a productive race. I think this horse should be okay on the turf, and I just think it's the standout in there.
You know, what's interesting about that horse is that I think we talked about this last time. You know, first time out, I think the horse was maybe 5-2 on the morning line. And the power of the private clockers, I don't know if they had it mixed up or whatnot, but gave it some poor works. And I know Brian Coroner was salivating when his horse went off at 7-1 and absolutely crushed. And then last time it ran into the Chosen Brawn in a stakes race. So a lot of talent there, but I'm sure he got very healthy in the wallet first time out with the works that were incorrect. Let's put it that way. So 9-5 in the morning line, Georgie. Turf shouldn't be a problem. We'll take it.
All right. Certainly putting money in our wallet through this whole contest has been Alice Starr, and our Uber capper is going to try to put more money in our pockets with a $50 exacta box or $100 straight exacta, whichever he prefers. Where are you going with your exacta and why?
Oh, I'm chalking out in the 3rd, and I didn't mind the scratches. I like the 3 SAE and the 7 Vegas Palm. I think it's default. Easy way to put some money on the board. I'll take a $6 exacta for $300-400 here. SIE last time opened up by 2.5 at the 8th pole, got beat a nose. Gutierrez sticks. Looks to be the lone speed here this time. I mean, he did open up a length and got tired. It's not going to take much. Vegas Palm probably going to go by with Rispoli 2 back at a mile and a 16th. Got up by a nose last time out. Rallied 4th to 2nd at a mile on the cutback. This horse is going to be flying late. This mare Vegas Palm. So 3-7 exacta box in the 3rd.
Those certainly look like the 2 in the race, and Gutierrez and O'Neill for Redham, they've always done well. Looking to almost like it was a terrible loss last time. Just lost by a nose against She's a Perfect Lady. So I definitely like the 3 and the 7 coming off that mile. Certainly got a lot of bottom for Gary Mandela. Should be flying late, and we're going to be flying to the lead, Chappie.
All right, you guys might have an early lead, but we're going to be making a comeback late. I know Andrew was up all night studying, so where'd you go with your exact and why?
Well, this one I'm going to go to the same race just because I like that Let's Get Lucky. So we're going to do a $50 exacta box with the 7 and the 4 horse, Rock Till You Drop. That's the Peter Miller horse with Pratt on. I think that horse will just sit a really good trip and a patient trip with Flavian. I think those 2 look really good in there. I think Centeno will go out, maybe have some pace in there. So I think those 2 are very likely to hit that exacta. So hopefully we will be cashing that in, Chappie.
I like it. So a little $50 exacta box might be a little bit chalky, but it doesn't matter. Ellis went chalk early, so we're just going to get back on the board and let's get lucky and have the lead going into the double. Georgie?
Money's money, certainly. And our handicappers are going to be trying to get their $300 bankroll to over 1,000 so that our charity Karma can get an additional $500 on top of all the money we've raised so far this year. So good luck to both of them as we move into the daily double. Ellis, where are you going with that daily double?
Well, I know, again, kind of chalky, but, we got some scratches here. I'm going to go with number 7 press briefing in race 6. And I'm using the 2 Cybertruck and Jazz Hands in the 7th. So I know Andrew really loves Let's Get Lucky and Rock Till You Drop. So the 7th is going to be a deciding race for us because I don't have either of them. Press briefing stands out in race 6. Opens at 4 to 5. So just trying to get that first leg through. Now you got a 5-horse field with some scratches. Mountain Spirit's coming back off a layoff since May and got the rail. Press briefing outside. Flavia can do whatever he wants. Again, a horse that opened up by a couple lengths in the stretch. Got beat a neck. Claimed by Jeff Bondy. That's it. In the 7th now, the pace scenario is going to be what makes or breaks Andrew or me. Or Andrew thinks Let's Get Lucky is good. I think there's too much pace. I think Big Flame goes on the rail with Cedillo. I think the 3-horse adds blinkers. I think he goes, and that's just enough to soften up Let's Get Lucky for a couple of stalkers. Cybertruck stalker number 1 coming off a maiden win, state-bred maiden allowance fixed perfectly at this level with Ricky Gonzalez riding back. And Jazz Hands with Mario, he had tried to go to the lead in all 3 of his first few races. He didn't get the lead in one of them, including his maiden breaker. But last time out at Golden Gate, they got him to relax in 4th early, 4 wide. He got up in time. So hopefully one of these 2, the 2 or the 6, will get up. And that's my double race. Number 7, press briefing in race 6 with the 2 and the 6 in race 7.
Me likey your picks. Jazz Hands, certainly those Square Eddies love the grass. Read them. This one certainly showed a different style last time, kind of stalking when it was always trying for the lead, and that's gonna be to his advantage, as this one should get a nice hot early pace. And Cybertruck had all kinds of problems in that last race. I was shocked that Cybertruck got up to win. So it was a really big late move by Cybertruck, and Kristen Mulhall's doing a fine job as well. So very, very key race in our competition today is going to be that 7th. We got 4 runners picked by our handicappers. None of them are the same. It's going to be pretty exciting, Chappie.
He's showing you no respect, Learner. No respect.
I know. But I respect Ellis, and I love to read his stuff. Whenever I even have races, I love to pull it up and see the smack he talks about me. I'm just
Never. You're a good guy, Andrew. But
I'm just joking. No, but I really do enjoy reading your analysis.
Thank you. I keep it to myself when I don't like somebody.
He talks bad about you when we go off the air in about 8 minutes. No. So anyway, What about your double there, Mr. Learner?
So our double will start in the 5th race. I think that was a key scratch of True Mischief. I think Emily would have gone out with that horse with George is so much happy. I think Jess is riding really well. George has had a lot of winners in the last few weeks. I think this horse will sit a good trip. I don't think Tyler is going to be pressing that horse that much, just because knowing Georgie, he'll make sure Tyler's not really pressing that horse. So I like that for the first half of our double. And then kind of like Ellis said, I like that press briefing in the 6th race with Pratt and Bondy. He opened up a big lead that day and couldn't finish. But I just think he's just going to be in that cozy outside spot where Pratt can do whatever he wants. If someone wants to roll, he'll just sit right off. But I think just coming off that last race and having Pratt, I think that's going to be a really tough horse to beat.
All right, so you guys are a lot of money between you two, and obviously at 4 to 5 of the morning line, and then the scratches press briefing seems to be an odds-on choice, and hopefully we'll win for both of you guys. Georgie, it's time
I wanted to ask Lerner really quick before we go on. You said you don't think Bays is going to press him. I mean, you're a trainer? Is that a case where you literally are telling Tyler Bays, your horse who can only win if she gets the front end, I don't want you to go to the lead? Isn't that a little bit demoralizing to say to Tyler Bays, don't fight with her? I don't know. I'm not sure. Tell me your thoughts.
It's a tough spot because they both obviously really like the lead, but for them to both go out and go 46 or 45 and change going a mile they're going to suicide each other. And they're in the same barn. So I can see George, which is the right call, whoever he thinks might need the lead more. And the other one's on the inside of the other one and has Jess on, I would assume, is going to be the one with the more speed. So I can see him, and I think rightfully so, telling Tyler, listen, don't you can be out there next to her, but don't be pushing her to go 46 or 45 and change, and then we both kill each other and can't finish up that last eighth of a mile. So that's probably what he's going to say, is my guess.
I know. I just feel like when there's that old, Aesop's fable about the scorpion, it's like you can't change the stripes on a zebra, but that horse likes to go to the lead. I don't know.
I agree.
Oh, speaking of scorpions and scary creatures, there's the tiebreaker for the scary creatures right there, Chappie.
We'll take a spin here. It's no longer rock, paper, scissors. Now we have the wheel of death.
Massive spin here. See who's going to get first pick in the tiebreaker in race number 8.
Lerner.
That's me.
All right.
Lerner.
Race 8. I am going to go. Who's Nobu scratch, right?
Correct. Yeah, Nobu and I think Perfect Julie.
Okay, so I'll go with the 2 horse, the Cruel Jack and DeSormo. Cruel Jack's having a really good meet. DeSormo, like we've talked about a bunch on this show, he looks like the Kent of old. From a number standpoint, seems to be in a really good spot. I'll take him for our tiebreaker bet.
All right, the 2 horse kind of lies with the rejuvenated Kent DeSormo. That's our tiebreaker. What about you, Ellis?
5 Rio is awesome. I mean, all these races look the same on paper, but when I look at the Echo-based speed figure, Rio is awesome is a 78. The next best is Kind But She Lies at 68. That's about 4.5 lengths. Even though Rio is awesome ran second around the track last time out, that's going to tell me that she's just faster. So I got Rio is awesome, and the 8th is my tiebreaker.
I like that. Before we move on and close the show out, you mentioned Nobu with Pfeiffer is out. Hats off to her. What a Sunday she had. 4 winners, and they came from everywhere. I mean, early on, like in Hollywood, people get typecast, and she was typecast as a speed rider. But in the last race, that horse came from out the clouds to win the finale. So she's winning on the lead. She's winning from off the pace. She's winning stalking. She's really developing into not just a very good apprentice, but just a very good jockey in general.
What's good to see always, I think, when apprentices start out, they do tend to do a lot of that speed, and then they're really usually low percentage on the grass and is just getting better at everything she's doing. Short, long, dirt, and turf. And that's going to be very good once she progresses to journeyman.
Yep, no question about it. She's been impressive and getting better and better each day.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think to Alice's point, that her grass wins are more impressive to me than those dirt wins where she sits on them and they go to the lead. To be patient and be able to be a good grass rider is a little bit more skillful, in my opinion, than blasting off in a 5.5 or 6 furlong dirt race and just trying to wire them. So those tactical rides she's putting on the turf are it's getting more the trainer's attention and owners' attention. I can attest to that. I had 2 owners today call me and say, well, what do you think about that girl Pfeiffer? I said, yeah. So, I mean, she's getting the attention of more and more people by winning those types of races.
And deservedly so. And Alice, you're going to get a lot of attention after winning today and moving on to the finals. Boy, we just, people are going to be going, what about that guy, Ellis? Where can we get his stuff? Where can we get your stuff, Ellis?
Well, just right now, everything I'm doing, except for the big races, is available free on various websites. You follow me at Ubercapper. It's on Santa Anita's website, of course, A Race of the Day, and a couple others on other. They both carry the Santa Anita signal, so I guess it's okay. One's on AmWager and one's on Keeneland Select, and they're all both legal ADWs. But you don't have to even sign up. You can get them free on those websites. Usually 6 to 7 races on the weekend, and then 1 every day for Santa Anita.
So how do you make money? Just on volume? You just everything is free. You just
I'm just independently wealthy.
Okay, that's
I love it.
Hey, you don't have to be independently wealthy to play the Golden Hour. Go to ExpressBet. Go to First Bet. You're going to get a $10 free into that Golden Hour Pick 4. You definitely want to take advantage of that. First of all, the bet is one of the favorites right now. Even with favorites winning, it always pays well. So now you're going to get free money to play into that wonderful pool. So we definitely encourage everybody to go to First Bet, to Express Bet, and make sure that you take advantage of that free $10 bet. Chappie, I think we're almost done. Any last words?
Yep, like you said, $10 back and low takeout and $1 minimum bet. And that makes the payoffs really nice. And Mr. Lerner, enjoy your weekend off. I know it's much deserved. And
Thank
Ellis,
you.
you're still my man. No matter what, win or lose, you're back on Team Chappie. So appreciate your time today, buddy.
My pleasure.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.